Even just the name sounds exciting, sounds correct somehow. And that's before you've even considered the fact that it now has a mid-engine chassis for the first time, with a stonking new 6.2 litre V8 sitting behind the seats and an 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox. Opinions about the styling are mixed. Some like it, others don't. But surely the more important question is, what is the new Corvette like to drive? Evo went to the Spring Mountain circuit in Nevada recently to find out.
Right, I'm coming straight out with it. This thing's bloody awesome. I've done a few laps of this quite mad circuit in the States. It's where Chevy and Corvette train all their drivers. But honestly, the balance of the chassis is just brilliant considering they haven't done a mid-engine chassis before. It's absolutely fab, it really is, with really lovely steering to go with it. Very strong, very nice touchy-feely brakes. Excellent, excellent dual clutch gearbox. But the star of the show, of course, is that thing back there. That big, naughty, beautiful sounding, atmospheric V8. It is a belter of an engine. Trust me, just believe me. The gearbox is also absolutely bang on, it really is. And then there is the straight line performance, which is pretty titanic, I have to say. 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. And this one, which has got all the aero bits on it, will do, I think it's 186, it's 180 high something. The less expensive one, weirdly, has actually got a slightly higher top speed, 190 something, 194 I think. That's because it's just, the one with all the aero on it has got a bit more drag, so you lose a bit of performance.
The new 8th generation Corvette is a much more complex car technically than any other to bear the magic name, and not merely because it's mid-engined. The main chassis structure is fashioned from aluminium, with aluminium subframes at either end to which the double wishbone suspension is attached. The dampers are digitally controlled in the top-spec Z51 Performance Pack version you see here. There's also an electronic diff and a brilliant new dual-clutch gearbox that pre-selects the next gear up or down to produce super fast but almost seamless shifts.
I even like the way it looks. Some people have had a bit of a go. In fact, we've had a bit of a go at it for looking a little bit contrived in its detailing. And okay, fair enough. I sort of understand that argument. I'm not sure I sympathise with it, because in the flesh, it looks the nuts, this car.
The interior of the new Vette represents a massive leap forwards, both in its design and in its overall quality. Numerous different drive modes can be selected, altering the display within the intuitively designed new TFT instrument cluster. But it's the leap forwards in perceived and actual build quality that represents the biggest improvement. The new Corvette feels like an exotic, expensive car to be in now, which hasn't necessarily been the case in the past. And the fact that it will be available in right-hand drive also makes it a far more realistic prospect for UK drivers.
I'm really, really struggling to find anything I don't like about it. Except for the fact that I don't own one. Gosh, the steering is so good. It does feel like a Corvette. Okay, it's mid-engine, but it has that same cuddly, not old-fashioned, but just approachability about it. You don't feel like you're teetering around on the edge. there's a weeny bit of understeer, but not much. Not much. You can actually give it a send as well, just to get to kill that understeer, to get the nose where you want to, like into here. I'm a bit wide, so send it in and the understeer disappears. The base price, if you literally translated it directly into sterling from dollars, is £46,000. This thing is going to cost a lot more than £46,000 when it comes to the UK. It's probably going to be near 70, 75, something like that. But it will also be right-hand drive, which is a first ever for a Corvette. And the engineers, the people who have created this monster, they're saying that there is absolutely zero compromise in the right-hand drive layout. So not a different driving position. Dynamics will be exactly the same, but you'll just be able to sit on the normal side of the car for a UK punter. You can get quite carried away in this car, and the nice thing is, it doesn't bite. It constantly feels, it's lovely into there. I've come right off the throttle there, and the nose is tucked in beautifully. Congratulations, Corvette. You really, really have done the business on this car. Brilliant. The end.